Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Sunday, January 23rd, 3:49 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. Sorry I was not on for a day or so. Just things got busy, got pulled away, but I'm back and I think there's money to be made. Okay, so you may have noticed that the market for the last good number of days has been pretty shitty, but it's not just the market. The crypto market, it's the traditional markets also. So in general, we're kind of seeing a mega dump anyway. And so let's see. Anyway, let me not worry about that one too much. We know that's happening. So BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Now. I just wanted to point this out. I did not get a chance to look at this yet. The Bitcoin surveying the 21st Jan sell-off by Glassstone. I'm definitely going to watch this and talk about it tomorrow. Just did not get a chance to. Magic Poop Cannon. You know, sometimes this stuff is off, but sometimes he is so right, it's kind of frightening. So he's either really right or just, well, not completely right. And he mentions Bitcoin is near the pivot low support at 37,300, which is converging with the 78.6 retrace of the final leg of the bull market. Just below that, we have the 50% retrace of the entire bull market. So a significant, likely temporary support with a building MACD bullish divergence. So I'm not even sure what he just said, to be honest with you, other than 37,300. Sure. And I did notice that. This is a daily, and that is actually technically, when you look at the price action and then also the MACD, that is kind of bullish, as a bullish MACD on the daily. I like seeing that. I'll take it. It's cool. So I understand 37,300, and I understand bullish divergence there on the MACD on the daily. I like it. The MACD does tend to have some serious power when it comes to Bitcoin on the daily chart. So take note of this. I'll take it. Once again, it's hyperinflation going on. I think we looked at this the other day, but still 12-month percent change in the consumer price index for all urban consumers, selected items not seasonally adjusted. So anyway, as you can see, I mean, look at gasoline, all types, over 40%. Used cars and trucks, over 30%. Energy up over it's like 30%. So anyway, if you look, definitely that's pretty darn extreme. So something to note is hyperinflation happening. Look, these are normie numbers. These are coming from U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So anyway, something to note is hyperinflation here. Yes. Is the market kind of dumping right now because of the Fed variant? Yes. So anyway, with that said, let's keep on rolling. It's Sunday. Things are looking good. Things are looking bad. I think we have some coins setting up to really run come Monday. So maybe even before then, when the markets start to open tonight. With that said, let's check it out. So Bitcoin volume. This is a Sunday, and it's kind of a dumpy Sunday. So we're at 3.9 billion. I like that. The volume change is 1.12%. I can dig it. Market buy orders are up 12.43%. And also market sell orders are up by 5.4%. We're starting to see some volume, some Bitcoin trading volume, and we're starting to see some buys happening. And I imagine some of those buys are probably leveraged longs. Well, anyway, that's nice to see. I dig it. Looking at Masari IO, which is always a little bit over hopeful, they're saying the 24-hour volume against USD. The Bitcoin volume quantified in like USD is 18.4 billion. That's up a bit. It was like 11 billion last week. Anyway, take it for what it's worth. Masari IO always seems a little bit hyper, a little bit over the top when they're reporting their volume, but that's fine. Just watch it. We keep checking it out. And it's worth just noting, so anyway, this has more value to me. 3.9 billion. So really almost 4 billion on a Sunday with this kind of dumpy price action. Not bad at all. Some retail traders are definitely making things happen today. And thanks, David. Okay, so checking out once again, Masari IO, they're always a little bit over happy, but I'll take it 18 billion. Sure, we'll just keep noting that throughout the week, and we'll see how that changes. Looking at the top 100 here at livebitcoincharts.com, I like this. We're seeing a mix of green and red today. And what are some things that are definitely, green and worth noting? Cosmos, Atom, basically up 13%. Shiba Inu making a move up 8.5%. That's not bad at all. Now looking at Phantom, FTM, I always call that one F the market. Phantom 11.7. Osmosis, Osmo, whatever that is, up 9%. We definitely have some stuff making it happen. I like seeing it. So definitely, it's Sunday. It's been a volatile as crap week, and volume is not really totally potty as far as retail trading volume. And well, let's look at that. I mean, Bitcoin up 1.9%, Ethereum up 2.5%. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling maybe even Solana is up 2.3%. This is looking at the 24-hour price movement, though. So I think just recently we might be trailing down a little bit. Anyway, so we got some action going on. The market's not totally giving up. I like that. We see a lot of alts that are just going potty, but we also see some that are really holding strong. We're going to look at a couple of the strong ones. This is a hard time to trade, especially if you're only doing you could say longs, trade in the green. If you're not shorting, this is a little bit of a harder time, but that's fine. I think 90% of traders only long. They only, buy, they only make money on the green anyway. Shorting is a whole different world, kind of. So this is hard shorting territory, very, very volatile. Definitely an opportunity to buy the dip, but many people have bought the dip, then of course it dips further. So make sure you're scaling in your buys if you're buying the dips. If you think you found bottom on some alts that you're excited about, remember, scale in, don't go all in. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but scale in if you're getting those sweet bottoms. So looking at Bitcoin trading volume, spot trading volume on Binance and Coinbase, last 24 hours, 15 billion. You want to see at least 30 billion for any kind of movement. 50 billion is really a lot better. We're at 15 billion, down 52% last 24 hours. Definitely volume is going potty, but nice to see that Bitcoin trading volume explicitly is staying just above that $3 billion make it happen volume. Looking at derivatives, basically longs and shorts, futures, you want to see at least 50 billion. 75 billion is a better day. So those are coming in at 51 billion. Not bad, just good enough. Okay, down 52% last 24 hours. Definitely this trading volume is you can see it on the 7-day graph, is really just going potty. Okay, looking at Coinbase, it's over 3 billion. I like seeing that. 3 billion in spot trading. I dig it. 3.9 billion really, down 44%. So we in general have a lot of falling volume, but well, there you go. Anyway, for what it's worth, volume is not that great for the spot trading on Binance or Coinbase, but for futures on Binance, it's not looking too bad. Looking at open interest on the big exchanges, we have 11.5 billion right now. It's up 1%, 1.14 last 24 hours. As across the big exchanges in general, what does that mean? I'm not really a person who does a lot of the long and short. I don't really do futures, and I don't really use leverage very much. So I'm not even sure what that means. But we'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, check this out. This is a 10-second chart. Of course, these candles, I'm seeing a lot of sells come in. I was kind of watching this today. I am seeing a lot of sell pressure coming in here, at least. Looking at the orders coming in, and for what it's worth, they're not really pushing the market down that much. We've had a good deal of up motion. Had this kind of Bart Simpson pattern right here. A lot of volume came, longs and shorts. So a lot of longs and shorts get wrecked right there for sure. So anyway, overall, if we look at the 10-second chart, squeeze some data in, I mean, it's been an interesting little while. There you go. And you can see, I love watching this because you can see the attitude of the market, and you really can watch where it's fun to watch the way the whales think. Look at that, a $1.3 million buy, a $1.5 million buy. And you can see right there on the 10-second chart here, it actually pushed the price action up a little bit if you're seeing that. Now we're getting this nice barrage of undoubtedly institutional, probably automated trading here. I find that the automated trading is actually in the 100K range quite often. I don't know if they trade bigger than automated, but I know they do make 100K trades all the time that are automated from institutional money. So anyway, as you can see now, you get some big buys come in. You get some nice 100K, 200K buys come in, and then of course here you go. Now the bulls start to come in fighting that. It's just wild. I'm like, are people actually like playing with this kind of money and just like manipulating the market? Because if you were longing and shorting and you knew what was going on here, I mean, this would be like especially with leverage, this would be like friggin' the most badass scalping action on the planet. With that said, it seemed from what I've been watching, this is a bit intuitive. I know it's a little bit crazy. I'm just saying I get a feel for things watching this when I watch it throughout the day. And it looks like there's a little bit of definite bear pressure, but they're just not really making it happen. So far, even though they've been putting in some big orders, the bulls really got the big buys lined up. Then they put a bunch in, then they put a bunch of like, I'd call it, not sure if it's firing off, totally automated or not, but definitely a lot of 100K, 200K trades just come rocking in as far as buys once the price action starts to go up a little bit. So tell you what, man, whoo, what a game. What a game. Oh, there they go. Boom, pushing that price action up. Look at that. There's the battle right there. Look at that. Look at all the automated institutional trading. Boom, just reacting with that kind of money. Holy Sunday. Anyway, with that said, yeah, there you go. The bulls pushed it up. Some of the bears came in and said, no, put these big ass sells in. Whew, tell you what, it's like a monster race. Longs 65%, shorts 34% for Bitcoin on Binance. On Binance for Ethereum, 66% long, 33% short. Definitely, to me, that points to an indecisive, slightly long bias. Now, I wanted to mention this. This of course, last candle would have been Friday. This is the S&P 500 on the daily chart. Holy crap. Below the 50 moving average. And check it out. On Friday, it broke below the 200 moving average on the daily. That's the S&P 500. MACD totally sucks right now looking at that. This is not good. So Monday, we need to get back above that 200 moving average, or let's see what happens. This is really extreme, price action here for the S&P 500 on the daily. Let's look at the Russell 2000. I think this actually is even more telling than the S&P 500. Look at that. It could not hold anything. On Friday, that sucker, it was another plummeting red candle, bad MACD, below the 200 and the 314 moving average and the 50 moving average. Basically, the Russell 2000 officially sucks ass along with the S&P 500. And also, this is one I wanted to look at right there. What's that one? That is my 314 close. That's my, yeah, I'm starting to mess with the WMA 20. It's pretty effective. That comes straight from Trade Genius. That's one of their favorite moving averages. Above and below it is definitely very telling. And so we're definitely even below the 20 WMA on the daily chart there. Let's look at the SPX one more time and see if it held above that. Nope. So anyway, as S&P 500, Russell 2000, just pure friggin' crap mode. DXY, dollar strength index. How's that looking? It was climbing. Friday, it looks, well, this one here, I don't quite know how that, I guess dollar strength index technically is 4x, wouldn't it be? So anyway, it's been climbing recently, and it's got some red candles and green candles going sideways, a bit indecisive, but at least it's holding some sideways action, and it is above that 20 WMA, and it's getting ready to challenge that 50 moving average. It's all above the 200 and the 314 moving average, and check it out. The MACD is just this very moment on the daily crossing positive. That's pretty badass. So dollar strength index, that may see some strong moves come next week. How will that affect Bitcoin? We shall see. Let's look at the Dow. This is all last, price action that we're seeing here is Friday. The Dow basically got rejected off the 200 moving average, broke to the 314. 20 to 20 WMA didn't hold that one either. Now it's breaking below the 50 moving average. This is really pretty crappy. Negative MACD cross. Look at these big indexes we're going to see. I wish I could remember the page. I don't want to look for it while you guys are waiting. What was it? Is it actually? I think it's just Trading View. I think shows it. Let me see. Where's that at? Market. I forget where it's at. Indices. Yeah. So if we look here, you can see the indices right there. Most of the ones that we looked at, and then I look in that, incredible. Where can I get major? Let me look at this. And sorry to say, I don't. There, here it is. More indices. That's what I wanted to say. I think this is quite a value to look at. This is all the major world indices, because really this is not just this dump has not been just like crypto. It's been the big market in general, and so we can see definitely change and strong sell, strong sell, strong sell, strong buy. The VIX, I forget what the VIX is, but anyway, you can see these numbers. We're starting to see a little bit of green here now, but basically check it out. I mean, this has been, worldwide, looking at all the big indices. I mean, seriously. So if you're like, and if you're got some red in your portfolio right now, if you're down a bit, if you had some trades go the wrong way, just realize that actually when you look at the world indices and you look at what's happening kind of globally right now, don't worry, man. You're you're not alone. I mean, the whole world's kind of jacked. It ain't just crypto. So just something to keep in mind. Okay. Now, Bitcoin chart. Sorry, don't just be too long here. But daily chart for Bitcoin, of course, talking Forex here. So we are live right now here in this daily. Definitely have a negative MACD right now. That's not too beautiful in the daily. We are managing today on Sunday to pull a green candle after this plummet. We almost held on to on the daily the 2020 WMA, but well, we did not. We're below the 50, the 200, the 314. So let's see what happens. I mean, Bitcoin's starting to form up a little bit after it's just been dumping. And check out this bit of woot, okay? This is a 2-hour chart. Now, 2-hour chart really is pretty powerful time candle length for Bitcoin. And check it out. Of course, in the 2-hour chart, we're below the 200, 314, the 50 moving average, all that. But we are just now battling with, and we're just kind of breaking above and holding that 20 WMA. And once again, the 20 WMA on different time frames and finding it to be really popular. I just wanted to throw out that kind of give a I just wanted to just give a shout out to Trade Genius. They can definitely go over to Bitcoin Trading View, bitcoindailyview.com, and scroll down and two of my favorite places on the internet. It's blockchain education, amazing, and then also Trade Genius. Worth checking both these guys out. And this the 20 WMA is one that comes from Trade Genius, and I'm finding it to be a really good moving average. And they have a bunch of custom indicators that when you sign up, they hop on. You can get in Trading View. There's subscription only. I'm going to start showing those again as part of this because they're pretty badass, the stuff that they're doing. But anyway, 20 WMA. There's your tip. I hope the Trade Genius guys will forgive me, but there you go. Boom. This is a pretty badass thing to see. So we're just now kind of bottoming it out, going sideways, and we're just now holding above that 20 WMA on the 2-hour chart. And what else do we have going for us? Check it out. Boom. A nice positive 2-hour MACD. The 2-hour MACD, especially when it's looking good like this, histogram's looking okay. It's holding steady. It's not really kind of collapsing with the volatility of the weekend and the end of last week. This is looking pretty darn good here in the 2-hour chart. Nice positive cross. It's holding it. The histogram kind of took a little bit of a dip, but now it's opening back up. A strong 2-hour MACD, especially the longer that it stays strong, is definitely going to, it usually will tend to show you what the tangent of the daily MACD is going to do. So it would not surprise me if this holds strong into Monday, if we see the tangent of this daily MACD begin to look positive. And I think that could put some definite confidence in the market. Okay. What do you think? I dig it. 4-hour chart. As you can see, it's just this is a 4-hour chart. You can kind of see this wild price action that we've had ever since July 20th when I started this. We couldn't hold the 786. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to keep this up because we'll see if we get back above that 786. Would not surprise me if we got a positive tangent on the MACD and got above that 786 fib line at around 37,830 as we roll into Monday. That could be a very positive thing. All right. Looking at the 45-minute chart, this is not a 45-minute chart. Forget about the 45-minute chart. It sucks. For Bitcoin, it's below the 200 moving average, and it's just jacked. So short price action is not too positive. Actually, looking at Ethereum versus USDT, this is pretty much a mirror of what the Bitcoin chart is doing. In fact, let's look at a Bitcoin 45-minute chart. Sure. As you can see, it's below the 200 moving average. It's just not really holding that well. Let me actually fire this up. Did I throw the 20 WMA into this? No, I didn't yet. But anyway, let's as you can see, we've been dumping. We're at the bottom of the RSI cave. That's kind of good. We've been getting some sideways action now, finally. And the 45-minute chart, if you look, we do have some upwards movement. Of course, that 200 moving average to really get healthy again is a bit far away. It's right at about like 39,000, 40,000. So that's got a lot of, moving to do to actually really get positive. But these indicators are beginning to show a turn up, more turn up than turn down. So let's see how that actually rolls. And for fun here, I'll fire this up. And I'm going to do this on a 45-minute chart. And let's just see how this is panning out with that 20 WMA and the MACD also. So this is kind of groovy. On the 45-minute chart, we actually have gotten above the 50 moving average. You can that's a pretty positive thing. And also we're pulling above that 20 WMA. So we're starting to pull above some, rather important moving averages. This is a very short time frame, and we're still rather far from that 200 moving average at around 39,400 or so, it looks like. But how's that MACD looking? We're just now kind of battling and pulling a positive MACD above the midline there. Could be. Let's just see. I'm not feeling too bad about Monday. We might see some good price action. Ethereum doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing. And here's the thing. Check this out. Here's like the value of today's little stream here is this. I'm seeing a lot of alts that are ready for action, even though Bitcoin's a little bit not in the right place. I like to trade when the 45-minute chart. Bitcoin is about the 200 moving average for at least 12 to 24 hours. That's when I find it just like in general, your alt trades are going to be safer. But it's not where we're at. We may not be there for a little while. So looking at Luna versus BTC, I'm seeing a lot of charts like this right now. Luna versus BTC 45-minute chart, definitely dumped with the volatility. Came off the bottom of that RSI cave. Shortly after getting off the bottom of the RSI cave, boom, all the Madrid ribbons flipped green. We've been battling the 200 and the 314 moving average. And now we're seeing some nice volume come in, seeing a nice green candle right here in the middle of the RSI cave. I like seeing that. These blue diamond merit badges, they come straight from blockchain education, actually. That's showing a block across above the 200 and the 314 moving average within, I think, 2 candles. And so basically it's 1 or 2 candles and it's pretty quick. So boom, look at that. Some green directional index. ADX is in the wrong spot. It's around like 11.6. I'd wait for about 20 before I got in. Squeeze indicator's about to get positive. SME binary candle still in the red. So let's watch this. This is still very, very early in the game. Stochastic RSI is showing very positive, and so is wave channel oscillator by Lazy Bear. So Luna versus BTC. This thing could be ready to go into pure friggin' crazy Lambo mode. So watch this, because the market can't wait for Bitcoin forever, and stuff's happening. I mean, the crypto world's not over, and this is beautiful. So we're above the 200 moving average. The white one, the purple one there, the blue one, that's purpley blue one is we're above that. We're pushing. If I had volume turned on, do I have volume here? Volume. I don't have it on this one. Do I have volume? Do I see it? Vol. There we go. Boom. Let's watch for some volume to start moving in there. Definitely could happen. So anyway, guys, like I say, Luna versus BTC, not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but watch this thing on Monday. Watch it like right now. We're starting to see some nice price action. Not every alt is just kind of crapping out and giving up, which is kind of what Bitcoin's been doing, to be honest with you, with this volatility. Some alts have some room to move, and even though most are dumping, Luna versus BTC, this is that, like, think of this as like a launch pad. You know what I mean? And there's your little rocket right there. Could happen. So watch Luna versus BTC. Definitely want to have on your watch list. This thing could start moving. AGIX versus BTC. Definitely look at all these crazy wicks that it's got. Chart not looking too bad. It's kind of trailing off a little bit. It's been trying to hold that 200 moving average. It's been ranging between the 200 and the 314. Right now it's giving up a little bit. It's getting below that 200, but still, this is pretty darn sparky action right here. A lot of 200 moving average crosses above. You can see by little purple squares. Blitz diamond right there. A merit, little merit badge for really pushing hard. Watch AGIX versus BTC. This thing could start moving. DCR versus BTC. Ages ago, it had this pump. Well, actually, ages ago, it was around like the 14th of January. This thing really, really pumped. And I was like, what's going on? Then it came down and basically gave it all back. And I kind of lost interest in it. But recently, Look at that. It's really been, you can see the blitz candles. You can see the purple squares there. It's really been jittering above and below that 200 moving average and the 314 moving average. So it's back kind of here hanging out in the 786. It did kind of crash with the recent volatility. This is interesting. I'm still just kind of watching this thing. Chart not looking incredibly powerful as far as the indicators, but I just can't give this one up. I just keep watching it. We got green Madrid ribbons. I mean, this thing could be ready to roll. Just keep an eye on it, you know. And okay, sure. OXT versus BTC. Just wanted to point this one out. I mean, you can see you got some nice positive price action. This one's still below the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart. Not quite, you know, ready to get into this one, but I am kind of watching this one. These indicators don't look too bad. There's just so many alts that are kind of like gearing up to do something, and I kind of like this because if you look at this one, you know, I always kind of like when I can find something that's been on. If I go to like 40, like this, where you have this long, just kind of giving it all back, you know, giving up kind of a chart like this. It's an interesting time. I'm just watching this one, OXT versus BTC. I'm just watching it. I have an alert put in for a 200 moving average cross. Would not surprise me if it kind of wicked above that and started to make a move. I love coins that have kind of really cooled off like this. These indicators not looking too bad. It's a possibility. Other than that, oh yeah, I wanted to mention this. The CME futures gap. Okay. I'm not really saying the CME futures gap is real or it's not real. But it's hard for people to understand if they don't understand it, right? So, Crypto Love made an amazing video, and it's called F the CME Gap. And he just kind of talks about what it is from his perspective. And obviously you can see what he thinks of it. I think I can't tell you if it's real or not, but I just personally don't take it as hard in science. It does not have to fill. And there's plenty of other reasons why when it fills in the chart that it may have filled anyway. So I'm just not sold on it, but I don't knock it either. I take it into account, but I don't give it a lot of weight. But I do note it, and I do note where it's at. I personally think, just wanted to mention, futures gap. I actually think that when it's created, and also if it is revisited, you know who I think actually orchestrates that? These guys. And I think it's a way they communicate. I do. I think that the CME futures gap being created and also being met, you know, being filled if it is filled. I think these guys, I think it's their conference call. And I think it's part of the way they do things. As you can see, got some serious bull motion right now. You know, those buys just streaming in. Here, $2.5 million sell. And of course, here comes the bears just to freaking knock that thing down. Amazing. Are these guys ever asleep? No, I don't think so. I wonder what trade size is actually the average institutional trade size when it comes to automated trading. If some of these bigger ones like 543K and such are actually truly automated, you know, I know for a fact that like 100K trades are automated. There are financial institutions that have automated trading that's just rocking 100K trades all day. A lot of times with leverage too. So this is the article that Crypto Love also he references. So if you don't watch this video, which is short and entertaining, this is the article, and I put that on the show notes. And it kind of breaks down what is the CME futures gap. And to me, it's like it even says somewhere in here that, oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, I'm not going to read this to you. I need to be a lot of volume both ends. Anyway, it's a pretty short article, and I think you can even hit on this one. Play has a nice little play button. You can just sit back and chill for 7 minutes and 28 seconds and just kind of like absorb this. So people who aren't sure what the CME futures gap is, if Crypto Love's video is not exactly clear enough, then just read this article or just listen to it, and I think it'll clear it up. Like I say, I am not sure if I truly buy it, although it does tend to play out, but it may have played out anyway, given other chart indicators. And also, like I say, I think it is a form of whale communication. I think it's part of how they guarantee that the other whales are in the game and things like that. I think that's totally high octane speculation, okay? But it's what I think, you know. So with that said, I do think that Bitcoin on the 2-hour chart, I think this positive MACD, this strong MACD, I think look at this push we're getting right now above that 20 WMA is kind of a hopeful to see. Short-term price action, I know, but that's pretty darn hopeful to see. And the 45-minute chart, I imagine, is looking even better. It's bouncing off that 50. It's bouncing off that 20 WMA. It's looking wonderful. We're getting a MACD cross. We have a positive MACD cross there on the short time frame. What are the bulls actually doing? The bulls and the bears. Yeah, we're seeing some nice. Yeah, they're duking it out, man. It's fun to watch. Anyway, I won't belabor all this. It's time for you all to get back to what you're doing. Thanks for listening. Oh, $2.2 million buy. Look at that. Boom, push that price action right back up. Woo, tell you what. Like about a monster truck race for geeks. Oh my God, for crypto geeks. I love this thing. And I'll put it in the live chat right now. VAE. Is there anybody else? I see some comments, but I don't know what they mean. VAE, FYI. Let's just take a look at it. What am I looking at? Let's see. VAE, USDT. I don't even know what that is. VAE, BTC. Anyway, somebody posted something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, well, there we go, everybody. The bulls and the bears, they're duking it out. We're starting to see some nice Sunday price action. Look at that. We're getting away from some of these, important. We're getting above some of the important moving averages. Got a very, very positive looking 2-hour MACD here in price action, getting above that 20 WMA on the 2-hour, 45-minute is not looking too bad, but definitely has a lot of gains to make before it gets back above that 200 moving average. But at least things are looking positive right now. And look at that Luna BTC starting to make a nice powerful move also. I like seeing that. Still a little bit early to get in, but I like it. Look at that. AGIX BTC. This thing's gonna push above that 314 and start moving. I mean, what if you put like a buy in, then like got a little seller, like a limit, like a buy here, put a limit just below the 200 moving average around like a 381 or 380, like put a play in here, then like look at these wicks, and then see if you can do like a limit order around like freaking like 450 and get like a maybe catch this thing if it wicks. Not financial advice, okay? I'm just saying that I might do that because it's Sunday, DCR, BTC. Watch this thing for a balance. This thing is really, I don't know. I got a feeling this thing is revving up for something. Indicators look, they're not ready yet per se, but watch this thing. It's beguiling me. There's something about it that just is curious. OXT, BTC. I mean, not ready yet, but I would definitely put an alert in for a break above the 200 moving average. This thing could maybe make a burst. I mean, even if you got in and it did something like this again, that could definitely be some sweet gains. So just keep an eye on this one. We'll watch it for a day or two. If it doesn't do anything positive, we'll stop watching it. But it's interesting. Look at my scanner real quick before we go. Let me just see if we see any recent blasts above the 200 moving average and reaching. Let's look at data. Data versus BTC took off a little while ago. Sorry, this is so long. Oh, okay. Data versus BTC. See, here's what's happening. I like data versus BTC. Got this nice long kind of downtrend. It's been giving a lot back. Now it's getting bursty. Check this out. So you got nice positive price action moving here. I like what I'm seeing. Bam. Also, you've got A strong break above the 200 moving average, but they got rejected by the 314 on the 45-minute chart. Got green Madrid ribbons. Of course, now they're kind of fluctuating a little bit. These indicators overall do not look too bad. So this is one to watch. I'm definitely going to put for data versus BTC. I'm going to put an alert in for a 200 moving average break, and I'll check on this one later. This one could be a player. This one could start moving. These indicators look, they're not ready quite yet, but it's one to watch. Like I say, a lot of coins are ready for some movement. Especially if Bitcoin continues this little bit of sparky action it's got into Monday. And I'll see you guys early Monday morning, because I want to be up and I want to see what happens as soon as the markets open. I'll probably be on about maybe 15 minutes after the markets open. Let's get a candle going on the Monday markets for the traditional markets. Let's see what the crypto market, how it's reacting. Anyway, guys. Thanks for tuning in, my very few people who watch, and take care. Really, I'm just talking to myself out loud. I figured I would just do it, and I'd stream it because, some people do find that it has value, and I want to help everybody win. Even if we are in a little bit of a bearish market, it's okay. There's still alts that are going to scream for a bit while that's happening. It's just hard to find them, but when you find them, you can make money. So that's what it's about. So let's make money. That's what 2022 is about. It's about all the Bitcoin truth seekers getting wealthy, because ain't nothing wrong with that. So everybody, take care. And remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you literally, for real, no kidding, are invested in an optimistic future for humanity. It proves that's what you really believe. And you really upset the globalists. You screw up the Great Reset. Every evil person on the planet really hates crypto. And every Bitcoin Satoshi you own really pisses them off, and it messes up their day. So really, thanks for being part of the peaceful revolution. Every Bitcoin Satoshi you own is a revolutionary act, probably the most powerful revolutionary act, and I truly believe that humanity has ever been able to make against totalitarianism, that boot on their neck of humanity forever that George Orwell talked about. I think we're getting that boot off of us, and this is a huge way that we're doing it. Maybe, honestly, probably the most powerful way we are doing it on the planet as an awakening humanity. So take care, everybody. I'll talk to you later.